Hello, welcome back to another Super Auto Pets ranked video. We have a long ways to go and not an infinite amount of time with which to do it. But I guess that can be said about all walks of life. I wonder, truly I wonder, whether this weekly has anything more to it than what I've already discovered. Now what I have discovered is you can get consistent scaling, kind of, with the worm rabbit combination, and then late game there's a few other options, but can you make it to the late game is of course the question that is pertinently on everyone's mind. That being said, I think 2 cockroaches is perfectly reasonable. I would freeze you, roll you, and 3 cockroaches is better than 2. We may lose the first one, but there's absolutely no shot we lose the second one. Leaking slackers. It's me on the toilet. But I guess that's and the slang, I guess, of taking a leak. I guess it's not a leak because you're opening and closing it yourself. That's horrible imagery, but you know what I mean. If you do know what I mean. If you don't, just enjoy the beautiful Super Auto Pets gameplay. This image is doing a lot of PR for cockroaches. Those things are. I haven't really. Like, people get endeared to all sorts of bugs, right? Spiders, people get endeared to. Okay, listen. Like I said, we can't lose the second one, so I'm not worried. I'm actually so not worried. Okay, listen. You can't write this stuff, is what I'm going to say. I'm gonna order it thusly so that we have more of a consistent momentum-based outcome here. And I see absolutely no way for us to lose this, like, at all. Can't lie. But you know, like, people like ants. They keep ant farms. Ants I can understand kind of liking, because even when they do take over your stuff, it's not like, you know, rarely are you so abhorred by the ants. You're just kind of like, that's annoying, they're everywhere, they're a bit irritating. At least with the regular, like, ant that doesn't really bite or anything like that. I'm sure with the other ants that it would actually be quite problematic. Like the fire ants and the ones in the wild, but I'm talking about, like, you know, day-to-day suburban ant, not like a wild monstrous ant. Give me a level. Of course I take a rabbit. You got me. Okay, forget about leveling a cockroach further. Consider a stalk. I would have rolled for more, but you're not going to give me more than what do you want me to do about it? Keep the pill ready for the ant to perish. And away we go. You know, spiders some people do find endearing. Obviously, living in Australia, I think I've got a healthy. My arachnophobia, while it's become more tempered, I mean, to the point where it's probably not a phobia anymore. I would consider myself. What do you call it? Any fear that I do contain within myself of spiders is founded in the reality that spiders in Australia are perhaps deadlier. Maybe one would look at it. Anyway, you're dead before we get too invested in you. Scaling a sheep. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Give me a worm. Jellyfish seems pertinent. No worm, huh? It's fine, I guess. From next turn, we are getting garlic salad bowl. The stuff of dreams, you know? Truly the stuff of dreams. And I think I would really like to see a jellyfish and a worm here. Sell the stalk, put worm in, stop buying stuff, sell the cockroach once the cockroach outlasts its welcome, to put it in kind terms. The dodo waterfall method. We managed to somehow win that. To be honest with you, it looked like a draw to me, but I guess the stalk gave me a balanced outcome. Okay. I'm actually gonna do this just to get crazy with it. And it seems like an obvious... Wow, how kind of you. I would freeze this. The thing is, I think it makes a lot of sense just to do this now and then... Yes, okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Run it this way for the time being, and then accept the future as it comes. The jellyfish is neither here nor there. It's in an average or above average position, if I had to guess. At least we have a target for scaling, rather than being victim to, like, scaling a sheep, which, to the sheep's credit, it does have a useful ability, but it's not like something you want to keep scaling, you know? Like, if you're stuck on, like, turn 12 with a sheep, you either got very lucky with scaling, or a lot of things went wrong. Ooh, destined to lose that one. We're in the rebuilding process, so don't take it too harshly. Okay, a level on you is exactly what I needed. Can we afford a praying mantis build? Yes, I'm gonna make the... Well, praying mantis or manatee? What's better? I'm gonna try a praying mantis build. And then we do a bit of trickery. We do a bit of this and a bit of that. Garlic on you is more impactful. So let's do it. Obviously you have to be a leader. Don't freeze that, it's dying. Sorry to say. This team is very tricky to balance at the moment, but I think I would prefer to have it this way. I think this is an arena team more than it is a ranked team, which is maybe it's my fault, but okay, this guy, he cooked. He's been cooking. Level 2. Okay, well, let's just get a bit of extra gold out of the way. Buy a salad bowl. Raise this just because it's pretty useful. And honestly, I think that's perfect death fodder. Why did it have to... Well, you know, you can't always control destiny. You're putting me in very tricky positions, to be honest with you. I'm still stable. To my credit, but I think if we start losing now, then it's GG the run. Excuse me as I relinquish the coffee mug of the coffee within it and take it within myself. Most complicated way of saying I drank coffee in the world, I think. Okay, we almost had him, but he had a 6'9" fellow behind him, so... Okay, you have to level, which means we can't afford to buy any of you. I would freeze you for a moment and consider if we can get anything better. Now, that's mandatory, but of course we can't necessarily do it now. And I think now we've got the right ingredients for everything in life. And honestly, the worm-rabbit combo has failed me. I think the worm has to be sold next turn. The worm has to be sold. We're too far in to keep a worm around, knowing what the worm can do. Or knowing what the worm has done, rather. Oh, don't put me in here, man. Thanks. We are going to come in last place. Because I'm experimenting in a time and place which is not the right one. I should have stuck with my gut. I should have kept the manatee and scaled my jellyfish which had garlic already, instead of going for a praying mantis build, which I knew had risks associated with it. And I'm seeing the consequences of that now, but to be fair, now is the best chance. Okay, level you. Show me something nice. That's perfect. Well, bro, why does it stop buffing the guy that doesn't need the buff? That's my honest take. Keeping a salad bowl frozen seems counterproductive given how many good foods are in this tier that have just been unlocked to me. Now I think I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose terribly and I'm going to cry about it, but that being said, it is funny that we have scaling. A lot of teams don't have scaling, and yet we are going to lose simply because our team sacrificed a lot to get to where it was. Please give peanut perk to, like, the rabbit. Ideal target. If you give it to the worm, I'm not so... Any of these are fine, which I guess is the, you know, joy of life. Now, when I kill you for real with the praying mantis, give the perk to the praying mantis, I guess. It's reasonable. It's fair. It's got the health. Now, if I could get a buff to land on it, I would be joyful and in tears. But you know what? Life isn't like that, and I think we're going to lose. I'm going to be sobbing by the end of this video. Oh, it's a miracle. It's Christmas miracle. Days after Christmas. Give something useful. That's as good as I could offer, to be honest with you. Okay, what do we want to do to make this team successful? That seems like an obvious play. Give me something good. I think a moose is simply better. I don't think I can afford to freeze a Jurian. I'm gonna freeze you in the event. You know what? I'm gonna freeze you in the event because you're gonna scale this guy at least. Roll me once for something better. I would rather you just give a brief scaling opportunity to my strong lad up here. I would freeze a stew in this society, but I would not freeze a jellyfish in this world. Now, granted, I took the moose and froze something, not realizing that it would actually stay. I was completely ignoring the fact that the moose exists at all. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not important, is it? No, we've actually ended up with a strong team despite everything. But the problem is we're really vulnerable to Durian, we're really vulnerable to, like, everything, really. So I'm looking at some of these teams and I'm thinking, we have a chance, but we don't have a sure chance, so a random loss is the end of our life. Oh, the peanut is so delightful. We're in the top 4. I was wrong to doubt myself. Okay, forget about the moose. Start running this guy. Actually just buy the fire ant, because then it'll buff the ostrich. Don't buff you. I'm happy, I'm a happy man. You're not gonna level, so let's not continue the delusion of freezing you. You couldn't be kinder to me if you tried. And you're gonna buff this guy, which is fair. Somehow, I've actually managed to, like, just scrape past the very bottom, like, losing condition. I don't know how it is. And also, there's no melons or any shooting in this entire weekly. So this peanut is just free. Free kills. I'm in awe of myself, if that's fair to say. Because we were struggling this entire run. I was very unconfident, to put it that way. Bro, it seems like our team is good and it's only getting better, so Okay, let's level you. Freeze everything. I kind of want a tapper, but we're not gonna level anything. So honestly, buy this for temporary scaling like we're used to. Put this here. Actually, put this here. It's gonna get very strong. Forget about the stew. Give me like a... Yeah, steak is pretty good. In the game. I don't know if it's that good in real life. I've had like 2 steaks ever. Which I'm sure shocks someone, but, you know. It's just part of how life is. If it works out perfectly, how have we managed to stumble into like the best team, apparently? Okay. I would do that. I would... do a bit of that and just... roll me. And honestly, I don't even really mind. I mean, what you spawn is irrelevant because it doesn't actually make the team any better, but it seems like I just actually, like, level 2 ostrich is gonna come in clutch if we get, like, I'm no longer worried because of this ostrich. If it was just the praying mantis, I could have been hard countered by like this team, you know, but... Okay, well, it's a draw. It's a draw. Which is fine. Because we're only getting better, so we're gonna eventually overtake them. Okay, put it there. Put the... let's see. Neither of these actually ends up impacting anything. If anything, I would put a stake on you. Would freeze this guy. At this point, the praying mantis is more of a nerf than a buff because it's so close to being maximum efficiency and thus is kind of pointless. I may as well just put this guy in here. I'll give you a Jurian, but like I don't think it's actually gonna make a difference. That's just my honest opinion. And I can't change the order obviously because the praying mantis will kill the German Shepherd. In Minecraft, in a video game, you know? Okay, we're good with this guy. This guy we've beat before, but the other person, Wendy, Elian, you are not losing. So I think we may be in a pinch. Okay, we'll put you there. It just seems that the right thing to do. Nothing to really look for. I would buy the stats. Okay, now we can unfreeze these guys knowing that this guy is completely maxed out on every stat imaginable. The peanut and the rabbit is like a secret killer, to be honest. Killer rabbit. Any Minecraft enjoyers who know. Oh, we beat you. Oh, we beat you. And it's a one-on-one with 1 health. So... okay. How do we counter you? Well, we just did. So, honestly... is the hawk even the right play here? I don't think so. Can we make it the right play by providing it? Can we engineer something here? Can I run like a double tomato to kill a German Shepherd before it ever makes any impactful move? Is that a thing I can attempt to do? Hold on. Can I? Oh. Is this crazy? I'm doing this for the content. And I'm gonna, if I lose, it's gonna be hilarious. Because we're not gonna draw this, right? So what I'm gonna do is this. And for the band to take this, honestly. If this works, this would be hilarious. If this works, because you can't imagine to counter-strat this. Look at that. Look at that. And it worked. And we could have won anyway, but that's a stylish damn way to win. Look at that. And the risk it took to put the ostrich with max stats and a Jurian right behind the praying mantis, knowing that if we lose or draw, it's over anyway. Revolutionary gameplay. That's what you come here for. I'm actually proud of that. That's a win deserving of giving me the top 1%. If you enjoyed this video, fuck it. Just like, comment, subscribe. I don't care if you enjoyed the video. That was actually like one of probably the best play I've ever made in ranked Super World of Pets to this date. Just from comedic and gameplay value alone. Everything helps the algorithm, except banger plays like that. They're immune to any deboosting. Just kidding. YouTube don't have me anyway. Yeah, enjoy.